There was a time a few years ago where I ran up the stairs to chase my kids, and I was winded and I hurt. I hit this point where I just was tired of feeling like this when I would exert anything physically. And so I wanted to become the kind of person that could run for miles and not really get tired. But I was not that person that day. We all have these kinds of moments in our life where we realize we need to grow. I want to become someone. Actually, we all are becoming someone. The question is, are we becoming that someone intentionally? As followers of Jesus, we're becoming someone. The question that we have to ask ourselves is, are we becoming more like Jesus? Do we even want to become like Jesus? And if we want to become like Jesus, are we that person today? Well, I can readily admit there's things in my life that need to grow. There's ways that Jesus acts and thinks and behaves that I don't reflect very well. And as much as I can want to be that person, I can't just snap my fingers and automatically become that person. Becoming the person that we desire to be, or becoming like Christ, or becoming the kind of person who can run for miles or even run up the stairs and not get tired, requires intentionality. Well, there's a specific process for becoming or transformation, which is something I care deeply about. That journey isn't just figure something out, get inspired, and take off running. You want to be inspired. I'm inspired by people who can run. I'm inspired by the people who run marathons and set world records. I'm inspired by that. But if I went and tried to run a marathon immediately, something bad would happen. I don't want to describe what it would be, but it would not be good. You have to get more than just inspired, but that is the first thing. Inspiration is the first step in a journey of transformation. It has to develop deeper into some revelation. You can call that understanding, or you're starting to figure things out. If I'm training to run, then you need to understand how to run properly, your body posture, how to breathe, things like that. If you're wanting to become the kind of person who loves well, you need to have revelation of God's love for you. So revelation is critical, but truthfully speaking, the world is not short of inspiration or revelation. Truthfully, we have the ability to access all kinds of information that the world had no access to just a generation ago. And so we're not short on inspiration or revelation. Where you and I have to grow in is what we put intentionality into integration. We actually have to live out the things that God's called us to. We actually have to live out some training when it comes to becoming like Christ. And so when it comes to our transformation, you don't automatically get transformed. There's a process. You need to be inspired. And specifically, we're inspired by Jesus. You need some revelation. You need to understand how he thinks, how he behaves. Where does that come from? What kinds of disciplines did he have in his life? And then we follow him by obeying him, by integrating what we have revelation in. And that's a journey that leads to transformation, inspiration, revelation, integration, and transformation. So how are you being inspired? What are you getting revelation in? And what are you putting into practice? What are you integrating into your life that's leading you to be transformed by Jesus?